Let's be honest, there's no release date that inspires less confidence than the first weekend of January. However, unlike many of the other horror films that share this dubious debut date, Insidious: The Last Key is an adequate supernatural thriller with a few decent scares and another great turn by Lin Shaye as Ghostbuster Elise Rainier. That said, compared to all the other films in the Insidious series and other horror films in general, it's clearly a bit of a letdown. Insidious: The Last Key is the fourth film in the franchise and the second prequel in a row. The previous entry, Insidious Chapter 3, revealed how Elise met her comic relief sidekicks, Specs and Tucker, and the new film is all about their first major adventure as an official team. The only problem is, the haunted house they're hired to exorcise is the same house where Elise grew up as an abused child, and to confront the demon who lives there, she'll have to confront her own tortured past. One of the issues with movies about ghost hunters is that they're always stepping into the lives of other people and aren't always personally connected to the monsters that they fight. Insidious: The Last Key tries to solve this, but actually goes too far in the other direction. Most of the other characters in the film are terribly underdeveloped, and it seems we're only supposed to care about them if they're related to Elise. It's hard to feel suspense for people we don't know much about, and Insidious: The Last Key compounds that lack of suspense by being yet another prequel. The only characters we're invested in, Elise, Specs, and Tucker, already have their futures set in stone. Anyone who cares enough to see The Last Key has probably seen other Insidious films, so their ending is a foregone conclusion, and foregone conclusions are rarely scary. Still, Leigh Whannell's screenplay does manage to throw in a clever new jump scare, and director Adam Robitel knows how to film them well enough to keep the film eerie and brisk. It's always a pleasure to see Lin Shaye carry a whole movie, and she once again proves why she's the Insidious franchise's true MVP. But again, it's been 2 prequels in a row now, and it officially feels like the Insidious movies are stalling for time. The Last Key may be somewhat engaging, but it's also sloppy and doesn't amount to much, except maybe, and only maybe, to lay the foundation for a new addition to this franchise in the future.
The haunted house is my family's house.
Insidious: The Last Key is the weakest film in the series, but Lin Shaye is always captivating, and the jump scares may be worth the price of a matinee ticket. Thanks for watching. For more on the latest movies, check out our reviews for Bright and The Last Jedi, and be sure to like and subscribe to IGN on all your favorite platforms.